Hey guys, welcome. I'm actually really excited to see so many of you guys on the call tonight because I thought when I put this out there that there would only be like one or two of you. And this is a topic that I'm really excited about and one that I kind of taught myself how to do and how to read through. And I want to be able to pass that on to you guys. And so the reason I'm doing this call is because, we talk a lot about Success Club and we talk a lot about advancing in rank. But the one thing that we don't really talk about enough is kind of having longevity in this business and setting intentional goals for long-term success. And one of those things that I want to talk about is elite, because becoming an elite coach, well, it's the cream of the crop. Okay, so it is if you want to be successful as a coach, this is something that you should aim for. And I don't want you to think, first of all, the sky is the limit. And then you could become an elite coach if you have an incredible amount of momentum this year. But I don't want you to think that, oh my gosh, that there's a lot of ducks that I have to have in a row. And I don't want you to get kind of freaked out by the idea that maybe you won't get it this year. I just want to present this to you, and I want you to give yourselves the opportunity to work towards it, because I believe wholeheartedly when you have a roadmap or a plan in front of you that you are way more likely to succeed in the long run, okay? So I'm going to talk about two things tonight. I'm going to talk about the leadership ladder, and I'm going to talk about elite. And with that, we're going to talk about rankings. But how we used to do things is how kind of I was trained when I first started, is we were so big on pushing people to advance in rank, to diamond rank. It was push to get to diamond, push to get to diamond, push to get to diamond. And what ended up happening is yes, people pushed to get to diamond, but once they got to diamond, they thought that was the end-all be-all in this business, and then they stopped doing the necessary things that got them to diamond, and they kind of gave up. And then they realized when they got to diamond, they were like, wait a second, I'm not really even earning that much more money. The skies didn't open up, and angels didn't sing hallelujah to me when I got to diamond. So what is going on here? And the same kind of thing happened for me too when I woke up diamond. I was like, oh, okay, everybody's talking about this, but I don't really get it. So I want to talk about, yes, getting to diamond is crucial if you want to build this business long term. That's like the first stepping stone. But I want to talk about having even bigger goals and what you should strive for down the line. I also want to talk to you about the leadership ladder, because the leadership ladder is a bigger benchmark system for you to aim for that's directly correlated to the money that you're making as a coach. And I know that we all want to help people, but we all signed up and we're all on this call tonight because we want to be able to make a business out of this and to earn money, right? Would you agree? So the very first thing I want you guys to do right this very second is helping people. Yes, we want to do that. We absolutely want to do that. But I want to give you guys permission to work this business as a business. I want you guys to give yourself permission to earn money as in this business. I want you guys to give yourself permission to sell things in this business. Okay? There's this really big negative connotation about selling things, but everything you do in life, you're selling something. Every single thing. When you get your kids to go to the bathroom on the potty, you're selling them to sit down on the toilet, okay? Every single thing in life costs money. And so I don't want you to think that, oh my gosh, this is such a bad thing that you're asking someone to purchase a challenge pack, because this can change people's lives. We've seen it happen for ourselves. We have to believe in it enough that when we give that to other people, we're giving them the opportunity to change their life. Okay. So very first thing I want you guys to be okay with is I want you to be okay with saying, this is a business for me. And yes, I benefit greatly from it emotionally. I benefit greatly from it physically. But now I want to make a business off of helping people. And that's okay. Okay? I also want you to be okay with the fact that You are going to grow a team. If you want to be successful in this business, you are going to grow a team of people that want to help other people as well. And you have to be okay with that. There's a lot of limited beliefs that come with this business when we first sign up as a coach that, oh my gosh, I can't invite people to join me on this journey because I don't want them to think that this is a pyramid scheme, or I don't want them to think that I'm out for myself. No, okay? Get rid of that limited belief, because we are stronger together. We can help more people together. And it's okay for you to believe in this opportunity enough to invite people to join you. It all starts there, okay? So first and foremost, because I know that there are some new coaches on this call, I just want to tell you that everything in this business starts with hitting Success Club. Every single thing. You will not advance on the leadership ladder. You will certainly not make elite without Success Club. Success Club is the foundation for the entire business. If you want to run a successful business, you must make Success Club 5 a non-negotiable every single month. If you want to be even more successful at this business, I'm going to challenge you to hit Success Club 10 every single month, because Success Club 10 is where you're going to see more people coming into your organization, okay? More new people that you have the opportunity to change their life with the health and fitness aspect, and more prospects for the coaching to join your team, and just more people in general, more money, more earnings, etc. Okay? But the basis of this business all starts with Success Club 5. And what does that mean? That means you need to help 2 to 3 people each month, new people with a challenge pack. Okay? How do you do that? You talk to more people. You poop in your pantaloons every single day by pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone, okay? When we met with Jeff Hill last weekend, he said the number one vital behavior that he recommended, and I'm pretty vocal with you guys about this as well, is inviting. I said this on our team call last week. None of the other behaviors come really into line until you invite. You don't need to do personal development to help yourself if you're not inviting. You're not going to feel uncomfortable if you're not pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone. So first and foremost, you have to be inviting. So it's really important, if you want to be successful in this business, that you make Success Club a non-negotiable every single month, period. Okay? Moving past that, when Success Club is a non-negotiable and you start to look further in this business and you want to go to the leadership ladder, I'm going to share my screen here, and I want to walk you guys through what the leadership ladder is. Okay? So this leadership ladder is a benchmark system and something very new in the past 2 to 3 years that they've kind of come out with, Beachbody has. And it's a leadership rung that is directly correlated to your financial earnings in this, okay? So the very first, as a coach rank, the very first rung you can hit is a business starter rung, okay? And you hit that when you have all 3 of these things met. So obviously, if you're signed up as a coach, your rank is coach. When you hit Success Club 5, which I told you should be a non-negotiable, that's another thing that you've hit. But you also must meet the $100 in commissions that month to become a business starter. That is the first rung. From there, you move to team builder. And the requirements for hitting team builder are $250 in commissions a month. Success Club 5, there it is. Emerald rank you must be. You must have 2 of your PS coaches, which means 2 coaches that you have personally signed up for this business. They must have generated just 1 Success Club point that month. That means that they don't have to have hit Success Club, but they have to be actively helping someone with either Shakeology HD, Performance Line HD, or a challenge pack. 2 of your PS coaches must have generated a Success Club point in order for you to do this. And your weak leg volume must be 200 team volume points. I'm not going to go into too many details about this right now, but you guys can just keep this in the back of your head. I want you to go and I want you to make sure that you can access this. You can find this in your Coach Online office by going to News and Training. You can click on the Training tab, okay? And at Pops Training, over here on the left-hand side, you can click on Leadership Ladder. Instead of aiming for diamond rank, guys, I want you to aim for team leader. This is not going to be a quick fix for you to get there. It's going to take time for you to build it, hard work and pushing. But team leader in this business is where you see true success and your earnings start to flow. So you're looking at $1,000 commission, okay? Again, there's that Success Club 5. You don't have to hit much higher than that. You're going to be a diamond rank or above for this, and 4 of your coaches have to be hitting at least generating a Success Club point and higher. And then you have to have 5,000 team volume points on your weak leg. So it's a little bit harder to get there, but but once you get there, you are going to see success kind of flow in this business, okay? So that's a leadership ladder rung. I'm not going to go too much more into that, but I do want you to get familiar with that. And yes, diamond rank is a requirement for you to be a team leader. So should you aim for diamond rank? Yes. My point is that you don't stop at diamond rank. You get yourselves to diamond rank and you continue to build to there. And the way that you do it, I'm going to say it over and over and over again, is you get yourself to emerald, and then you get yourself to emerald again, and then you get yourself to emerald again, and you duplicate your efforts to the coaches that you're signing, and your coaches get to emerald rank, and then those coaches duplicate their efforts by them getting to emerald rank again and again and again, and that's how the business grows, okay? So we are going to be doing a really big push in our team to be recognizing people for hitting emerald, recognizing them for hitting double emerald, triple emerald, quadruple emerald, and just going from there, okay? Because that is when your organization grows, and it's super, super important to keep the momentum going constantly and to never, ever stop, okay? So let me get out of this real quick, and I'm going to try and pull up the Elite Goal Guide here, if I can find it, because that's the really big one I want to talk about. The Elite, first and foremost, does everybody, if you could like shake your head, does everybody know what Elite is? No. Okay, so Elite is, it's pretty much, like I said, the cream of the crop in this business, okay? You're going to hear that elite coaches, or you're going to follow top coaches, and it's going to say 1, 2-time, 3-time elite coach, or it's going to say, you know, it's going to have these ranks on there. Right now, I want to say there's around like 220 elite coaches in the entire organization out of 470,000 coaches, okay? So elite really is cream of the crop. And that means that not a lot of people get there. But I'm going to tell you right now, they don't get there because a lot of people just don't know what they're doing. I was never taught how to push for elite until one day I was hearing all this stuff about elite. I'm a very competitive person. I wanted to work the business. Last January, I went into the FAQs and I searched elite. And I was like, what is this? Okay. I was like, I don't understand any of this. This is foreign to me. But so I was like, okay. So I found this Elite Goal Guide, and I started to read it, and I started to I read it over and over and over again. And I taught myself what it meant to be elite. And from then on, last year, once I learned the Elite Goal Guide, I was able to set goals for myself specific to the Elite Goal Guide every single month. Remember how I told you guys that you should set goals for the year? Then you should work backwards, set goals for the quarter. Then you should work backwards from that, set goals for the month. Then you should set goals for the week. And then you should set goals for the day. That's what I was able to do with myself. And last year, a lot of you guys know I had a blip in the radar, didn't work out how I really wanted it to, but I did advance 5 diamonds last year, okay? But not all of them were diamonds in a week in December in order for me to be elite. I had all the elite points, so I would have been an elite coach if everybody stayed a diamond rank. But again, most people get to diamond rank and they're like, whoop, whoop, I got the diamond rank. Psych, it's gone. Because they stopped pushing. Instead of what he told us, they said, it's like a football field, that most people are constantly working in offense to get to diamond, and you get in the end zone and you're like, woohoo, I'm a diamond. And then you're now you're in defense mode. Oh no, somebody's going inactive. Oh no, somebody's going inactive. Oh my God, this person is about to go inactive. Instead of constantly playing an offense. Instead of saying, oh, okay, like I'm going to keep doing the daily behaviors that I was doing before in order to get there. And I'm just going to keep growing from there, because this business doesn't stop at diamond. Okay. So I want to talk first and foremost, before I open the Elite Goal Guide, about what rank you need to be in order to be elite, because there's several requirements that you need to be in order to be elite. First and foremost, you have to be a 5-star diamond. Okay. You have to be a 5-star diamond, which means that you have to have 5 diamond coaches, personally sponsored diamond coaches in your organization. I told you this is going to be a little scary stuff for you, and it might go like right over your head, but the reason I'm hosting this call is because I want you guys to know at least what I'm talking about, and I want you to at least have seen it here first, so that when you get to this point in your business, you're like, oh, okay, that's what she was talking about. So in order to be a 5-star diamond coach, these are the requirements. So I'm going to pull this up for you. Okay. I'm going to share my screen, and I want to pull this up for you. So can you guys see this? Okay. In order to be a diamond coach, you have to have 8 personally sponsored coaches. It's not on this. Okay. So hear me out. In order to be a diamond coach, you have to have 8 personally sponsored coaches. That means you have to get to Emerald 4 times, right? Because that is how we are talking about getting to diamond. You get yourself to Emerald 4 times, and you have to get 2 of your emeralds, 1 on each leg, or 2 of your coaches rather, to get themselves to Emerald. That is how you get to diamond. And remember, if we are recognizing people for constantly getting to Emerald, and you're an Emerald City in your organization, everybody is, then people are going to naturally progress to diamond. And that is how you become a star diamond coach. Okay, so this is what it looks like in your organization here. In order to be an active 1-star coach, 1-star diamond, you have to be a diamond coach, obviously. And then you must have 1 PS diamond under you. Okay, and you must have a minimum of 10 PS coaches. Okay, so with diamond, you have to have 8 PS coaches. 2 of those coaches have to be emerald. With 1-star, you have to have 10, and 1 of those has to be a diamond. And then going up from there, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, 5-star. I'm just going to jump to 5-star because that's how we're going to talk about elite, okay? Active 5-star diamond means that you must be a diamond coach, right? You must have at least 2 PS diamonds on each leg, right? Okay, because it has to balance. That 3rd diamond, or that 5th diamond rather, could fall on either one of those legs. So just like your emeralds have to balance when you're first getting to diamond, your diamonds under you have to balance. It's a balancing act with your legs, and it's strategizing the entire way, because we don't know when someone signs up if they're going to be a rock star. So sometimes you can have like 4 diamond coaches on one leg and 1 diamond coach over here, and you're not a 5-star because you need another coach over here to be diamond as well. You must have a total of 5 PS diamond coaches, and then you must have a minimum of 20 PS active coaches. Blowing your mind yet? Am I blowing your mind yet? Okay, good. That's what this is meant to do. Yes. So you have to have 5 diamond coaches under you. I know that it's a little overwhelming. Okay, so it's really overwhelming because a lot of you guys are like, man, I need to get to diamond, or man, I just got to diamond, like how am I supposed to inspire people? The way that you do it, remember, all starts with inviting people and inviting more people, because the more people you invite, the more possibilities you have for those people to work the business, okay? Yes, remember, we gave ourselves permission to work this business. We gave ourselves permission to invite people. We gave ourselves permission to earn money and to work this as a business. So you have to be okay with that first and foremost. So let me take this share off, and then I'm going to share the Elite Goal Guide, okay? And then we're going to talk about how you get to Elite. So the very first requirement is being a 5-star diamond coach, okay? That's a requirement. You have to be. And then one of those people have to be on your, they have to advance in that year. So everything is based on the year, okay? So let's talk about how you get to diamond. If at any point you guys are totally freaked out, don't get overwhelmed, okay? Remember, this is just planting a seed with you guys to talk about it, okay? Let's see. Okay, can you see this goal guide? Can you see it?
Mm-hmm. It's not opened.
Can you see it, yes or no?
Nope.
Yes, okay, good. All right, so this is how you use this Elite Goal Guide. So, the Elite qualification requirements, I asked you guys to at least print this out so that you can look at it or have it in front of you. The requirements to being Elite are, you have to be a paid 5-star diamond, okay? And with that, you have to be a paid 5-star diamond at the end of the year. So right now you're thinking like, what? I don't have 5 diamond coaches under you. All you need to do right now is focus on inviting, and inspiring people to do what you're doing, which is working the business, okay? Getting to diamond rank, getting your coaches to diamond rank, that doesn't need to happen until the end of the year. So I know that that seems really overwhelming right now, but this is the part I actually don't want you to think about or not to worry about right now, okay? Because like I said, your coaches can advance to diamond now, and that will do you no good if they are not a diamond paid rank in December, okay? So forget about that. You must advance 2 personally sponsored coaches to diamond rank in the year of 2017. If you have no diamonds under you, but you're shooting for Elite, you're shooting for 5-star, you're going to hit this, okay? Because you know in order to get to 5-star, you need 5 diamonds, and that takes care of the 2 personally sponsored diamonds. And now you must earn a total of 135 Elite points in order to also be Elite, okay? So be a paid 5-star diamond. Nobody on here has any coaches that had advanced to diamond, so I'm not even talking about just advancing 2 and then hitting a total of 135 points. Now I want to talk about how you earn these points, okay? Remember how I said everything is based on Success Club? Every single thing is based on Success Club. You get Elite points when your coaches, your PS coaches under you from last year and this year, meaning someone signed up last year or they signed up this year, okay, so 2016 and 2017 coaches, when they hit Success Club. When those coaches hit Success Club, you get a point for each person that hit Success Club. If you too hit Success Club, those points are doubled. So if you have 5 coaches hit Success Club in 1 month, you're going to earn 10 Elite points for that category. Does that make sense? Can you shake your head? Okay, so I think we can all agree that Success Club is important, okay? Success Club is the driving force for this business. It is the benchmark that everyone should make a non-negotiable period if you want to work this business. Now, moving on to the second category. So, and I'm going to talk to you guys about the Elite Goal Guide and how you work off of that and what you could strive for, etc. The second, so there's a minimum points. You have to have a minimum of 30 points in the Success Club category in order to qualify for elite points, and a maximum of 80 points. So once you get to 80 points, it doesn't count anymore, okay? Like you'll still accrue those Elite points. It'll go to Premier points, but it doesn't count towards Elite. The second category is PSPV, personally sponsored coaches that produce personal volume. This is only applicable for the coaches you sign this year, okay? So the only person, say for me, that this would apply to is Chloe. Chloe signed up in January of 2017. So for every personal volume point that Chloe generates, that will go towards my PSPV towards elite points. Does that make sense? So the combined total of my PS, so I signed 5 coaches in January, okay? So when all of those coaches, and 2 coaches in February already, so as those coaches generate volume, once they get to 500 points combined, that gives me 1 point, 1 elite point per 500 PSP. Again, this is going to go over your head, and I know it's a little overwhelming, but hear me out. Okay, so you have to have a minimum of 30 points in this category to get to elite, and a maximum of 50 points. And I totally lied for elite success club points. It's 50. See, I took my glasses off. It's not 80. Okay. This year they added a 3rd category. Last year this wasn't a category. This year they're rewarding us for customer PV. They're rewarding us for helping people get their health and fit on. So for every person you sign up that isn't a coach, but is a customer that continues their Shakeology, that becomes a 365er, that stays on their Shakeology HD, even if they never become a coach, you're going to get points for those customers. All the customers that you sign, the new customers that are come on in 2017. So if you're signing up someone with an all access challenge pack at 180 personal volume points, that is going towards your PS customer PV. Make sense? So if you sign 3 customers with an all access challenge pack, you have just generated 1 elite point because you got to 500 points for those 3 new people. Okay? And then the last category is ATV. ATV was the hardest one for me to wrap my brain around, okay? Because it means advancement team volume. So in your downline, you have layers, right? So you have your PS coaches that you sign, and then those coaches have the coaches that they signed, and then those coaches have the coaches they signed. You generate advancement team volume for your first 3 tiers of coaches in your downline, okay? So let's talk about it like this. Me, Cindy, Brian, Rachel. That is my 3. For every one of those that creates volume, that counts towards my ATV. Your ATV, once it gets to 10,000 points past last year's ATV, is when you get a point. Most of you guys are just starting out, so you didn't have a lot of ATV for last year. So this is actually a really good category. You're going to blow this category up this year. ATV gets harder as you are an established coach, because like you have hundreds of thousands of ATV points, and you don't actually start to get points until you equal that and get past the 10,000. Does that make sense? Okay. It's confusing, but I want you to become acquainted with this guide because you can read it. It tells you how to break it apart. It tells you what to work off, okay? So this is where you would set your goals for the month, and this is how you would work off of them. You would keep track of how many coaches you're signing each month, how many of those coaches become builders, what those coaches are generating in PV, and how many customers you are signing up. That's why in my Team Cup team, when I shared my goals with you guys, my goals were to sign up 5 coaches. My goals were to get 3 new customers on board. And my goals individually are to get at least 1 or 2 builders a month. Okay. And this is all centered around growing the team. Okay. Growing team volume, growing points, just getting more people to help more people. Okay. So there's a second thing on here that you can actually input your stuff. So for me, my January would look like this. Number of 2017 PS coaches in Success Club. In January, I had 5. Did I hit Success Club? Yes, I did. Okay, so I know I generated 10 elite Success Club points for that category last month. Number of PS coaches I enrolled last month, 5. Okay, approximate total PV, I think they generated like 720 points. Okay, so I got 1 point for them. Number of new PS 2017 customers I enrolled, I think I enrolled 3, but 2 or 3, okay? But I know that I was short at like 420. So I didn't get an elite point for them, okay? And ATV, I had like 140,000 last year. So until I reach 140,000 this year, I won't start to get ATV points for elite. Does that make sense? Okay. So I know that this is confusing, like I said, but it's important for you to keep track of this. 1, because then your goals become intentional, right? You're working off of something, and then you're keeping track intentionally of who and how many people you're signing, how many customers you're helping, how many coaches you're signing, and then you're no longer shooting just for diamond, right? You're shooting for something bigger. Have you ever heard the phrase, shoot for the moon, because even if you fail, you land among the stars? You need to aim really big. So even if this scares the living shit out of you, which it does for me too, guys, I'm not an elite coach. Okay, that's a good thing, because even if you don't hit elite, there's another category below that called premier. And premier is there's no minimum or maximum points. It's the same categories and same amount of points, and you still have to advance 2 coaches, but you only have to be 2-star diamond in December in order to be premier. And that's something that I think every single one of you guys should aim for, because then you get to go to New Leadership Conference. That's the conference I'm going to in 2 weeks from now, okay, in LA. And that's really where 2-star diamond out of everything is the very first leadership position you should aim for, okay? That should be, instead of diamond, that is what you should aim for. Because think about it like this. I know we think about this as stepping stones for us. I have to get to diamond rank, right? And that's daunting. And how am I going to get other coaches to do it? But who's to say you don't sign 2 rock star coaches and all 3 of you guys get to diamond at the exact same time? Boom. You are 2-star. See how this works? It's not just about you have to lead the way for people. It's about us doing it together. Same things for our challenge groups. We are in the thick of it with them. We are doing the programs. We are drinking Shakeology. We are working this. I am in this with you. I am pushing for elite in this with you guys. We are doing this as a team. And I just wanted to present this to you guys so that you know what this program is, so you're not completely in the dark about it. Okay? So I'm going to stop my share, but I want to open it up now, and I want you guys to be able to fire questions at me. First of all, are you all shitting your pants because you're completely confused? Okay, normal. Does anybody have any questions? Are you so overwhelmed you aren't even sure about the questions here?
No questions yet.
Okay. Does anybody want to aim for this?
Me.
Awesome. Awesome. So I think that this is the first step in just You know, maybe you don't understand it right now, and that's okay. I'm telling you guys, I didn't understand it right away. But you have to plant the seed in order for you to water it and nurture it and to allow it to grow. Everything in this business starts with Success Club. You hitting Success Club, you inspiring people to join you and them hitting Success Club, and you paying it forward to other people, duplicating your efforts so that they pay it forward to other people, and that's how the business grows, okay? The goal here is to get momentum, start getting momentum now, and to keep pumping that water well so that you are continuing the momentum. You never want it to stop. There are going to be people that come into your organization and then they quit, okay? There's a high attrition with coaching because not everybody, this business is not for everyone. That's why there's only 220 elite coaches this year. It really is the cream of the crop. But that doesn't mean that every single person on DreamFIT cannot be an elite coach. Okay? It all starts with believing in yourself, believing in this opportunity, and going after it 100% full force. Okay? So I'm going to leave it there because I'm afraid that I gave you way too much information and you guys are heads are going to explode.
I might need a drink. I might.
What's that?
I might need a drink.
Okay.